guys, Az here at Shield K9. So today I want to talk to you guys about my favorite mix of dogs. Mixing dogs is a controversial topic. Some people don't believe it should ever occur. Some people are doing it willy-nilly. And then there are those people that are kind of, I think, in the mushy middle like me, where I think there's times when it's appropriate and then there's times when it's not. So let me get one thing out of the way. If you are mixing dogs that are unproven, and you're not mixing for any reason other than the appearance or you think something good is gonna come from it, then you shouldn't be doing it. The only mixing that is appropriate is mixing that is occurring for a specific purpose, as long as you know what you're doing. Right here I have a German Shepherd and I have a Belgian Malinois. Why do I like the mix of these breeds? Well, number one, both of them are bred for relatively similar purposes. Both these breeds are bred for sport work, and they're also bred for police work quite a lot. They actually have very similar purposes, and they've had very similar purposes for many, many generations. That's why you see that the breeds look very similar and they have very similar working traits. Why would you breed these two dogs together? Like I said, they're bred for very specific things, but they might have a slightly different history. I think the biggest difference between the two is the German Shepherd. There's always been more of a goal to create like a utility dog. It's a family dog, but it's also a working dog. And then there's always been a consideration for the appearance of the dog, right? Versus the Belgian Malinois, generally there hasn't been, up until very recently, any consideration for the appearance of the dog. The only consideration with the Belgian Malinois was working performance. And there really wasn't a big concern about pedigrees or anything like that. Now, back to the world of reality. Why would I breed these two dogs together? Well, like I said, in my opinion, and this is based on me importing mixes from Europe and seeing firsthand, these mixes can really produce some very, very nice dogs. In many cases, if you do the mixing properly and you know what each bloodline brings, they can really complement each other. With that being said, I'm going to talk about some of the different benefits that I've seen in all the work. So I'm here now with two mixes. Now on the left here is a 50-50 Malinois German Shepherd, and on my right, this is a 75% German Shepherd, 25% Malinois. Again, all working lines, all our dogs. We know the pedigrees, we know the health testing, and there's a reason why I do this. So I actually sell my registered German Shepherds for more. There's a reason why we do these mixes. We do these mixes because we're looking for something that I think sometimes you can only find in hybrids. Now this dog is a second generation hybrid. His mother we produced here as a 50-50 mix, very similar to this one. His father was my old competition dog, Onyx. We do these mixes because I think the Malinois and the German Shepherd, when they come together properly, the weaknesses of the German Shepherd are improved. On the other side, think about the Malinois as putting a little bit of nitrous into the German Shepherd. Sometimes the things that you get with a Malinois that you don't like, a little bit too reactive, a little bit too sensitive maybe, the German Shepherd can somewhat cover that, and it can make a dog that is a little bit more forgiving, a little bit less reactive. The Malinois tends to be stronger, and I think that that's because they bred a little tighter. They're bred a little tighter multi-generationally, and that's probably why they're so good. The idea with the German Shepherd was it would be more of a utility dog, versus the Malinois was just going to be a pure working dog. So I think the mix together, you can get a dog where you are getting benefits from both sides of the equation. For my program, the purpose is exclusively a working dog, whether it's a working dog in terms of a personal protection dog or in terms of a police service dog. That is what I'm after, or sport dogs as well. So if you're doing PSA or something like that, you might want a dog like this. I'm just gonna say this one more time because I know I have to. I don't care if you have a Doberman and your friend has a Rottweiler, and of course those two dogs are so awesome, so you put them together. You're gonna get garbage because you don't know what you're doing, right? Unless you're somebody that works your dogs, health tests your dogs, knows the parents, knows the grandparents, can see them working, don't do it. You're gonna end up with bad results. I hope that this kind of opens your mind a little bit. So anyways, we're gonna conclude with that. Like, subscribe, comment below, follow us on Instagram, and if you wanna train with us online, join our online training classroom where you can train with us everything from obedience training, puppy training, to protection training, and more. Feel free again, like, subscribe, comment below, let us know what you think, one way or the other. Even if it's not a good thing, it's okay. You let us know what you think.